What's up, guys? It's Bree and I'm back with another video, and today I'm doing the Upshaws Season 6 review and recap, so if you're interested, stay tuned.
Alright, they asking for the queen. I'm a bad bitch, she's a savage. Look back while I twerk. No comparison.
Alright guys, let's go ahead and jump into it. Upshaws Season 6. Now I am going to go back and kind of review the other seasons, but I'm really going to talk about the characters for that. But in this one, I'm just going to kind of go over Season 6 because, y'all, every season that comes out, I love it even more. And I'm just like, y'all got it. And the way that this one ended, I cannot wait for Season 6. So hopefully next year we don't have hopefully we don't have any kind of delays or anything like that, because I need to know. So let's go ahead and jump into it. And I feel like the main thing about this season is confrontation and like hard truths. Like everybody in the show has a hard truth that they're revealing either about another. Everybody's having a hard truth that they're revealing about another cast member that has affected them like throughout their lives. You know what I'm saying? I think the only people who don't really have that is Maya, of course. Mind you, remember my reaction about the trailer, I was like, I hope they give her more of a storyline, because you can tell that she's gotten older, but no, they still leaving her. I think the closest conflict that she had was with her aunt, because her aunt left. They left the wedding that they had to just go to Atlanta, and I'm guessing from the end of last season to the beginning of this season, it's been maybe like a few months, like maybe I'll say honestly like 6 months or so, like between 3 and 6 months it seems it's been since the show last time. And they kind of like eventually got over it. Like they didn't really have her in the show as much. Probably also because she's getting older, they can't really pay for that, you know, with the concept of like the show, paying child actors, having to have teachers, all that kind of stuff is a lot. She basically kidnapped her from school, which to me is like, is it kidnapping because you didn't know that I picked up your child, or is it because you didn't know I was in town and then you put an Amber Alert on her and all that kind of stuff? My thing is this: the school released Maya to Aunt Lucretia, right? Because she's on the list. I've picked her up before, and I'm sure I had my ID when I checked it. The school's not just releasing people to strangers. You could have easily checked the cameras before you called the police. You could have called Lucretia before the police picked up. Like, are you sure? The teacher could have easily said, yes, it's the same woman who picks her up all the time. Then I would have just called Lucretia and cussed her out like that. I think because it's a sitcom, obviously, the comedic effect is that she got pulled over, all that kind of stuff. And Maya talking about when the police pulled him over. Maya Upshaw, is this your aunt? Like, do you know this woman? And she looked at her talking about, I thought I did. Girl, this is not the time. This is not the time to be playing around. Okay, talking about I thought I did. Girl, okay. But Lucretia was honestly like kind of fucked up because an episode later she's coming over really to try to get back with Regina, and while trying to show her that she cares about her, straight up dissing her, talking about I don't want to go to no damn David Buster's with Maya. That shit look boring. That shit sound boring. And Maya overhears all of that. And it's like, my thing is, like, I get the comedic thing is that, oh, you know, we're just kind of leaving this girl to the side. But it's like, you got to think about it, too. They were very close. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lucretia picks her up all the time. They hang out all the time. She takes her places. And something that Aaliyah says when they go on the college trip, like, you're my bad fun mom, like you're my fun bad mom, you're my bad good mom. It's like she's a not second parent to them, but she's another guardian to them. She's very close with her. Like Lucretia is a very integral part of their family. So for her to just abruptly leave, and mind you, she's a kid, so it's like, yeah, in a sense, I can understand that you left to go be with your husband. Maybe I can understand that, but also, like, I'm a kid, like, you just left. Like, my thing is this, just say something. And I think that was a lot of people's issue with Lucretia. Well, not a lot of people, I'll say mainly Maya and Regina. Like, they felt almost like abandoned by her. It's like you just left without saying anything. And it's like, I don't even know if she's been calling them or texting them or anything. It seems like she literally just left and they haven't really heard from her. Like the most they know is, hey, went to Atlanta, be back soon. And then it's been 6 months. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I get that she was trying to just pop back up like everything's cool, but it's like, no girl, everything's not cool. But I also feel like the reason that they didn't explore that more is because the hard truths and the confrontation that's really at hand with that situation is with Regina and Lucretia. Like in the episode, I think it's episode 3 or 4, when after Lucretia basically saves the day by paying a donation to the clinic that Regina works at, she basically is trying to, she basically uses that. She's given a position on the board, and then she's using that as a way to, regain her relationship and still hang out with Regina, which is like, okay, that's cute. But then it's like Regina and her have a conflict because, Regina has all these ideas. And it's like she is trying to basically say, Regina is that Lucretia is trying to use her money to control her. And they give an analogy, and Lucretia basically comes to a realization like, you know what? Yeah, I guess I kind of do that. And I don't even think that she sees it as a problem. Not really. Like, they both kind of see it as like, it's not a problem, but okay, this is what it is. Okay, this is what it is. But then turns around, Regina does the same thing. You're trying to control me because you think I'm trying to control you. And that's not the case. Even though it is the case, it's like Regina is very, very controlling. And it's not even just with Lucretia, it's also with Benny. And it's weird because she's not like that as much with her other kids. She tries to be like that with Aaliyah, but Aaliyah also is like a teenager, so like, and then she's grown up with her, so she knows how to like get around her, even when she tries to control her, and then she realizes, you know what, maybe I'm doing too much as a mama, and she tries to pull back. Aaliyah basically confronts her almost like, you really didn't have to do that, like you didn't have to do all that, and also like, I know how to make my own decisions because you taught me well enough. Like, I'm not dumb and all that kind of stuff. And I feel like it comes from the fact that Regina was a teenage mom and feels as though most of the potential that she saw for herself kind of is gone. And I almost feel like she uses her being a teen mom as an excuse for that. Because, mind you, as much as a statistic and how bad that can be for people, unfortunately, it's kind of common. Not even just for, black women or anything like that. For multiple reasons. Like, there's a whole bunch of teen moms that's white. Whole bunch of teen moms that's, Latino, black, everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like because it's common and because there's things that have happened, no matter what your income level is, like the household you were raised in, people have been able to beat the odds. I feel as though because she didn't, she still likes to use that as an excuse for why she hasn't like made more of her life. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you remember in the first season, she's a hospital administrator, all that kind of stuff. She wants to go into she's trying to get these promotions, but she can't because she doesn't have a degree. But then she was trying to pursue it. She got the support of her family, and then she just didn't. And it's like that keeps coming up. Like that's one of her hard truths that comes up. Oh my God, I'm sorry guys, this hair. That's something that Benny kind of confronts to her. He says it kind of like in a slick way, and it's like, Benny can't say nothing to her, can't say shit to her, because as much as she supports Benny and loves Benny and sees that he is capable of more, she also feels like she's better than him. And Lucretia does, as well as Frank, Lucretia's husband. When it comes to Bernard, right? Bernard is so interesting to me, right? I feel like it's because, okay, I'm not in the LGBTQ community, right? I'm also not, I don't have a lot of people, like, in my life that I would even really know a lot about for his particular case. Like, I feel like he knows that he's a gay man. I don't know how long he's known and lived in that truth, but he's, gay man, whatever. I feel as though he's also a conservative gay man. And I don't mean conservative like in his like political views or like basically just more so like how he lives his life and how he sees certain things. Like he's like, yeah, I'm gay, whatever, but I'm also not flamboyant, but I'm also not, twinkish. Like I don't know how to explain that. Like he's not very like stereotypical lottie-dottie feminine gay man. That's not how he is. And I feel as though he, being raised by not even his mom as a single mom, he was raised by his aunt for the most part, right? He was raised by his aunt by the most part, by his mom. And it's like and although he didn't have a father, which probably also contributed to that, he is like his views on that and stuff that he has not been able to experience certain things that gay people should have experienced by his age and or are experiencing at his age. So when he, his gym is flourishing, he's got people in there. He doesn't have employees, so I wonder how like the training is going, how he's operating the business, because it seems like when he's there, he's just working out. So I wonder how that is. But he is still in a relationship with that one guy. I forgot his name. Steven, I think his name is. I don't remember. He's still in a relationship with him, but it's like you can tell that he is still, but he is open to exploring more, and he does communicate that. What I like about him and his boyfriend's relationship is that they are also friends, and because his boyfriend is more experienced, he feels and because they're friends, he's comfortable enough to talk to him about how he feels about certain issues, about how he feels about himself and his sexuality. And I like that because they are friends also, that he's comfortable enough to express that. He is comfortable as a boyfriend to receive that, and they're able to work through those things. So he expresses the fact that he feels like maybe because I haven't been able to like live my gay life as much as I have, that I'm missing out on certain things, especially now that as soon as I came out, basically I got into a relationship with you the first time and now again this time. So I like that he's able to express that. He tried it. He is very much Benny in the way that he ain't listening to you. I mean, I like looking at you. I pulled you. Yeah, okay. Wait, what was happening? He ain't hear a damn thing that was said at that date when he said, dang, I wonder where he said he's going. I wonder if he ever came back. Did he come back? Who paid for the date? So that was kind of humorous to me. And I like that after the end of that, he was able to try it, talk to his boyfriend about it. And then they were able to talk about how, you know what, this is what we wanted to do. It didn't work out for me. It's working out for you. I guess we'll try again when time is right. And they were able to amicably break up. So I think that is very mature of them. And that's one thing that even though he's learned these stuff from his aunt, his mom, his dad, he has been able to use all of that upbringing to now change how he goes about himself in the world. You know what I'm saying? I also really like the fact that he is still raising his child. He is a single dad. Well, we don't really know a lot about his child. We don't see her that much except for when they're going to soccer. I would like to see more of that, especially since we see more of him. We should see more of her. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get it, but also like, come on. Especially because her and Maya are in the same age group. I think she's like 2 years older than her, 2 years older than her, I think. They should at least be interacting more besides just those scenes. Maybe have her at the house more. I don't know. Also, another thing that I like is that, you know, he's a business owner and he unintentionally is also a fuck up, kind of too. The fact that he broke his own gym window and then tried to do insurance fraud on it. I'm just happy he ain't go to jail. I'm happy they ain't come down on him, but best believe they will be, I think, in the next season because Regina is running for councilwoman or something like that, and a whole bunch of stuff is going to come out about them. So hopefully that's not too big a deal, but also like he did get the reprimand from that. He wasn't able to keep his same pay rate with the insurance or something like that. So yeah, and then what I do like is that because at the end of the first season, him and Benny really were able to like bury the hatchet with all of their issues, and since then they have progressed and excelled as a father and son relationship. And I think what is also really helpful about that is, even though Benny wasn't actively involved in his childhood, he did affect him, you know what I'm saying? And I think also because they have mended their relationship, even though they're not super, father son huggy, hanging out all the time, they do have a more positive relationship, and and Benny has had a positive impact on Bernard in the way that Benny gave him the money from his baseball cards to help him start his business. He's helped him out in that aspect, and he was basically like a role model to him about being a business owner, to the point where he also was like, I respect you, I like that you were able to help me out, but let me show you something that you didn't do. And he paid him back the money that he invested in the business. And that, I think, really I liked, and the fact that it wasn't expressed as aggressively, but I think Benny definitely very much appreciated it. Also, the fact that even though Bernard knows he's a fuck up, he also respects him as his father and can see that, you know what, you're trying to change, you're trying to do things differently, and I respect you, I see you, let me make sure that if anybody doesn't believe that you can, I believe that you can do this. So that much I do appreciate it. And speaking about that check, well, you know what, no, let me go back. Let me talk about Aaliyah and Calvin. Calvin, they are project twins. Aaliyah's best friend and Kelvin are in a relationship. I'm trying to figure out what their ages are, because I think she turned 16, I think, in that first season. Either 15 or 16 in that first season. In that first episode, actually, of the first season. So they, I think, should be going into... I think in this current season, I think they're in 10th grade. Probably toward the end of 10th grade. And then in the next season, like in the next school year, they're going to be in 11th grade. Which is why she's very much talking about college. She's very much into that. She is in extracurricular activity. She's in choir. She's been in choir practice all the time. You think with her being in choir practice as much as she is, we should either hear or see her singing more, or we should eventually see or hear her singing more. And even though she's so much into college, she doesn't even really know what she wants to pursue there. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, yes, I'm glad that she is very adamant about college, especially because she knows most of her guardians have not. Only Lucretia has been to college, and even the college that she's been to isn't like her college. She's not into. They try to go on the college tour. Her and Frank take her to their college. She don't want to be there. She don't want nothing to do with that, all that kind of stuff. But she also doesn't like the things that she respects about her aunt isn't because of her college education or her career path, because she got her money and wealth by falling off a jetway and getting insurance claim. You know what I'm saying? In the very first episode, she comes into Bernard's gym, talking to her mom, and she's pissed about the fact that she wasn't able to go to the college fair. And, the mom is confused. She's confused. Oh my God, it's a whole thing, to the point where when Regina goes to confront the guidance counselor about that, it's like, oh, the guidance counselor tells her, like, no, girl, she was able to go. Your check bounced. Like, your card declined. Like, let's get that together. And I feel like the reason why she's so adamant about that is because she's trying to get away from this family. They got so much drama. They ghetto. And she also sees, like, the stuff that her mom has gone through. She talks about it all the time. Like I said, her mom is very controlling and wants to make sure that her daughter doesn't repeat her mistakes. But she also knows the value in it, right? Like she can see the value in going to college, doing all this kind of stuff, and becoming better. I wish that she knew what she wanted to do more, and I feel like because her being in choir and all that kind of, like, that's her main thing, it seems like. I don't know if it's for a story, like, to get her off the show, but still, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it would have even been good for her to be like, I want to pursue something in theater, something in in that realm. But I get it. But I like that fact that that's her main thing. Her and her best friend, they know they want to go to college. She doesn't want to go anywhere near, which is why she's kind of like, Savannah, why do you want to go to IU? That's Indianapolis University or Indiana University, the local state college, right? It's like, no, that's too close. She trying to leave the state, basically. And it's like, I wish they would have talked more about HBCUs. Usually in black sitcoms, whenever they talk about colleges, they try to stress that. And I get that. That's like the human type thing. And I get that. But also, like, she just wants to leave. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if she had more of a clear direction of where she was trying to go with her career, with her life, it would be easier for her to explore these colleges. But I like the fact that they are showing these young people talking about this and exploring their options. And they're also talking about the fact that they're state schools. I'm going to get the same education as you. It's a very good school. And you're going to be spending twice as much for 5 times as long to go to the school where I would. And that's what Savannah's argument is to her. And even to the fact that Calvin is like, I ain't going to school. I'm work at the garage with my dad. I'm a Nepo baby. Da, da, da. Savannah's already like, oh, no, babe. We can't do that. And Aaliyah's like, no. Like, you gonna throw your whole life away? Da, da, da. I think he was so childish and flippant about that. Now, mind you, what his option isn't bad, because it's not bad to not go to college. You see a lot of people who don't go to college. I went to college, it did not fucking matter. A lot of people who goes to college, it's more so for the experience, because it's like people don't care about college degrees no more until people don't care about college degrees until they need an excuse to not hire you or not promote you. Same with her mom. Her mom had 20 years experience in hospital administration, but you are bringing on somebody else and having me train them for a position I'm not qualified for just because because I didn't go to college. But you having me training this person who went to college. Why should I have to train them if they went to college and I didn't, and that's why I didn't get the job? You know what I'm saying? And also, it seems as though, mind you, Benny, their dad, did not go to college, has a successful business. Now, he did need the investment from Lucretia, but he basically is the owner of that place. He runs that business. His mom, business owner. She's a hairstylist. Now, she needs more of a stable environment, but she's a successful hairstylist. Been doing hair for a long time. Noah, that's his stepdad. Successful entrepreneur. I don't know if he went to college or not, but successful entrepreneur nonetheless. So he has options. He had people who he has seen be successful without college. However, he does not have the he is ignoring the fact that these people, although they didn't go to college, they had to pursue further education that allowed them to learn these skills to be able to do these businesses that they didn't go to college for. Benny had to learn how to work on cars, had to learn how to be a mechanic. Even if he didn't go to like a mechanical school, he had to learn from somebody. He learned. Now, mind you, when they were going to school back then, they had those classes. Like when I was in high school, they had, mechanics, woodworking, culinary. Like they had these trade kind of classes in school. But now they may not. But even if they don't, they have trade schools for that. My little cousin, he was going to go to college. He was going to be a lawyer or something like that. But then eventually he ended up changing his mind. He's like, you know what? I'm going to be an electrician. He wants to be an electrician. He already knows once I go for the first year, after that, I'll make money. I'll be able to go back for HVAC. After that, I'll be able to go back for this. Like, he's going to be an all-around tradesman because he already knows, like, you know what? Even though that would be good, I already know, like, especially with the way the world's changing, we still need these people. And it's like, I know I can make a big bag from that. And if your whole thing is making money, which Calvin's seems to be, you still need to pursue education to be good at your skill. You need to hone your craft and be an expert in your field. Same with his mom. And my thing is this, he been with his mama so long, been with her when she's doing hair at home, hair over here, hair over here, hair over here. Do you know how to cut some hair? Can you braid? Can you lay a track? Like, damn, like, you are in close proximity with these people where you can learn these hands-on skills now, and you still don't want to. Even with him talking about how, oh, it's my goal to, work with my dad. He says that with Aaliyah in the, I think that's the second episode, right? They're talking about this. He does not even mention this to Benny until episode 6 or 7. And it's like, bro, when he even tells Benny, this is news to him. Now he's excited because it's like, oh, I've always wanted my child to take over my business. Here come Bernard. What about me? And here come Aaliyah. What about me? Mind you, you never even asked me. But exactly. My thing is this. If he would have mentioned, like, oh, I would have wanted my kids to come over here and learn this or whatever, I'm sure they probably would have said no, but they also would have taken it. Aaliyah, mind you, she don't know what she want to do. So if she would have went over there and she would have, like, learned some stuff, even there's a whole bunch of people who learn skills that they don't want to know. Like, there's people who know stuff that they shouldn't know. Like, I shouldn't know how to, I don't even know. Like, there's a whole bunch of, boys who grow up in all female households, right? Only their moms, only their sisters. They know a lot of girl stuff, how to do hair, do makeup, certain girl stuff that it's like, why do I know how to do this? Because I was there, I was engulfed in the environment, and I know this now. And that's not a bad thing. It's like you're supposed to learn from your environment, learn these different things. But it's also good that, and mind you, with Aaliyah, if she would have started learning the stuff and picking up on it, that would have been a skill. And mind you, she want to meet more boys. She would have been like, oh yeah, well, I know how to do this kind of stuff, whatever. So he could have easily been over there learning. He used to be over there all the time. His mom would pick him up from the shop. Why don't you know how to change a tire? Why don't you know how to sweep the floor? Clean the tools? And it's like exactly what he said. Benny allowed him to come work with him. And he thought he was going to do mechanic shit. Why? Why did you think you was finna do mechanic shit? You don't know how to do mechanic shit. Then I'm telling you to sweep up. You don't want to do it. I'm telling you to clean my tools, pick up the trash, put the paper away. Doing things that you would do here even if you came right out of high school. This is what you would be doing. And you don't want to do it. You don't want to listen to me. You don't want to listen to my other employee who is also my friend. And when you're not listening to me, your boss and your father, you're embarrassing me and you're showing me that you don't want to work here. You don't have the initiative. And what I respected is the fact that he told him again, to the point where he just said, look, you fired. But what I hate the most is the fact that he basically is saying, oh, F this, da-da-da-da. You went online, learned how to take out a catalytic converter, to steal it from your father, to really hurt. That could have really hurt his business, and that could have sent him to jail. Mind you, he has a criminal record. You could have sent him to jail, fucking up not only your dad's life, your mama's life, your life, and the family who you live with's life. But you won't you won't go online real quick to learn how to sweep a floor, how to change a tire, how to do something that will actually be helpful for the career that you say you want to have. But you want to have it because you're a Nepo baby. And my thing is this, I have no problem with nepotism. I think more black people need to exercise their nepotism capabilities. However, nepotism works even more when, yeah, I got this because of who I know, but also I'm qualified to do this. And even if you just wanted to adopt the business, you need to learn how to run the business. Okay, you don't want to do any of the actual mechanic shit. Fine. Learn how to do the admin work. I know Lucretia don't like you, but guess what? Look, Lucretia, I'm trying to learn how to do this kind of stuff. I want to work here. I don't want to go to school, but I want to work here. I want to learn how to do this stuff so I can help run this business and then take it over one day. Cool. Starts with doing what is asked of you to help the business overall. Let me think. Who else? Benny. Okay. All these hard truths, right? Benny and Regina, they have said a lot of stuff to each other, been through a lot of stuff. They've been with each other for 17 years, right? Married for 17 years, I guess. it wasn't until Glow, Benny's mom, came, right? Regina had to let him know, like, you need to stop letting your mama run all over you. And they had a slight, it was some tension with that. But she said, every time I try to bring your mama up, you shut me out. You shut me down. You like push me away. And it's like you are letting her take advantage of you. All she does is treat you like shit, and you let her. And you leave space in your heart for her to break it over and over again. And I can't do that. I don't want to do that. And she's telling that to him because she loves him. And it's like, I've seen the fact that you think you such a fuck up, the fact that you are not living up to your potential, the potential that I see in you, is because this woman was not there for you in the way that a mother should be. This woman took advantage of you, treated you like shit, and now you think that that's how you have to move in the world, and you don't. Your daddy wasn't there. I don't even know where his dad was, nothing like that. His dad never was in his life. His mom makes sure to bring that up so that way she says, like, you know, I was the one that was here. But you were here and you caused me so much pain as well. And it's like Regina is trying to fix that part of his heart. And every time he lets his mom back in, she breaks it again and brings him back to a little boy. Because every time something happens with him and his mom, he does something fucked up to Regina. And it's not even in a fucked up way like I'm doing it to hurt you. It's more like I'm doing it to fix me. And it's like, I understand that. And I feel like even she understands that. But then she falls back into her childhood way, where you need to listen to me because I'm better than you. You need to do whatever because I'm better than you. When Glodine comes over with that guy who's a scam artist, and she basically comes to find out the whole thing was orchestrated to steal his Porsche. Something that he had been working on for years. It is his baby. He loves it more than his children. Okay? And you let that man come steal my car. Mind you, he doesn't know that it was Glodine who did that. But she did it in a way that he would still feel bad for her. But mind you, the whole time Regina was telling him, do not let this woman in. Do not let that man over here. Do not do this. Do not do this. Do not do this. And even when it finally happened, where they took that car, she said, I don't want to tell you I told you so. But I'll tell you, I foresaw this. As much as he did not need to hear that, he also did need to hear that. Baby, I told you. You need to trust me. I know that's your mama. I know you love her. And even when he says, you know, don't tell me how to be with my mama, I respect it. Also because you didn't grow up with her, I did. I don't want to shut her out, because what if she finally is ready to be in my life the way she should be? Your mama not here. But we can't bring that up, right? That's too far, right? When he finally just eliminates her from his life, it will be super hard for him. It will take a lot for him to bounce back. But it will be for the best. Same with Other Way. They made a comment about, oh, are you going to finish this time? What does that mean? She got defensive right away because bitch, you know what I'm talking about. The fact that you always starting shit and never finishing shit. The flower cart, the college, the even the bus. The very beginning of the season, she's getting all this. She's trying to get the money for this bus to pick people up. Then you're trying to expand. Let's let this first thing work. Let's see if we can get this off the ground. And then by the end of the season, you running for city councilman. What happened to your job? What happened to the bus? You and that doctor are the only ones who work there. Like, you already trying to leave them to go do this? What happened to this? What happened to that? It's like, and then the fact that he even brought up the flower cart, apparently she wanted to start. And she still has, oh, I still foresee that. Can you see one thing through first? And I feel like that's where I talk about how she feels as though her being a single mom is a crutch to explain why she won't live up to her potential. And my thing is this. You should probably have ADHD, baby girl. You probably just can't be focused on one simple thing because you need that dopamine hit to really like get it. But she hasn't found her passion. I don't know what it would be for her, but it's like, I hear what you're saying. I know you have a lot of good ideas. I know you have potential to do greatness, but you need to commit to one of these things and make it great first. That bus idea was great. She has been able to really flip this like clinic around, but already you are dropping it to do something else and they still need your help. So now all the work you did will be in vain, and it will honestly probably start to deteriorate because now you're leaving. You took this bus program. You did this. The doctor don't know nothing about that. He needs to be there. And they don't have money like that. They barely paying you that well. So now they need to find somebody else who actually has the same drive and initiative to be able to pick up where you left off and keep it going and steamroll it to success. And it's like she takes such offense by that. And it's like, look, the truth hurts, baby girl, but it's true. And I like the fact that Benny's the one who told it to her. The same way when Frank, I like that everybody don't like Frank, to be honest. And I feel like it's because Frank looks down on them. Frank hears the love of his life complain and talk shit about her family and all that kind of stuff. And he thinks, oh, okay, if you hate it so much, why are you still there? I feel like it's like you complaining about something that you love. It's complaining about, it's like that mom guilt thing. Moms feel like they can't complain about being a parent sometimes because it's like, oh my God, you don't love your kids. Oh my God, you're talking shit about having to do this for your kids. Why did you have them then? Da, 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 da. Can I just vent? I love my kids. I love being a mom. I have my best memories with them. I wouldn't trade it for anything else. But I also can't stand that little bitch over there. I also hate these motherfuckers sometimes. But it's like, that doesn't mean I want you to go over here and cuss my kid out. That doesn't mean I want you to go over here and tell my sister F her and her kids. That doesn't mean I don't want to ever come see them again. That just means that I just want somebody to vent to. I still love them. I love everything about them. But they also piss me off a lot. But I love that. And it's like the fact that on that golf course, the fact that Frank wants to hang out with Benny, they're kind of starting to mesh a little bit. But then as soon as he wants to go to like this business setting into the golf course, he doesn't want him anywhere around. Benny even told him, like, I'm a business owner too. Like, I can talk with you, da 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 da. Oh, but keep away. This uppity nigga tried to call him a nigga. Like, you acting like what Frank said. Say it. Because I'm gonna beat your ass. Just like a nigga. How about that? And then call him a clown. Mind you, if you did not know, that's why clowns look like that with the, afro hair, red nose, big lips. They're basically making a mockery of black people. If you didn't know, now you know. But it's like, you trying to call me a nigga because you look down on me? Bitch, fuck you. And let me tell you why it's F you. You think that you better than me? Oh, because you did this and did this and this. Guess what? We both business owners. Guess what? We both on the same golf course. And guess what? Your friend that you over here talking business with, he likes me. Bitch, nigga. Like, he likes me too. Just because I don't know what y'all are talking about all the way, mind you, y'all are already close. What business is there to finalize? He'll go with you. And you doing all of this, your friend came over here and gave me business. How about that? Which is also your wife's business, dumbass. How about that? So I like the fact that, Benny also will stick up for himself whenever he can. But also, that's when he knew too. He finally confronted Regina on that. Because when he told her what happened, he let her know. You be doing that shit too. You look down on me too. That's why y'all think y'all can talk to me all kind of ways. And it's like, I get that y'all knew me when I was a kid. Lucretia, Regina, when I was a fuck up. And it's like, yeah, I'm not that prim and proper. Yeah, I'm a little ghetto. But guess what? I'm not that fuck up person. I am able to achieve things. And my thing is this, Regina is the only person who sees it. But she doesn't even realize sometimes she still treats him like a kid. The same way when Bernard gave him back the money that he invested, she was ready to take it. Oh, we can do this with it, do this with it, this with it. That's why when his mom and her boyfriend stole his car, he was reduced back to that kid thing, and he was like, you know what, let me do this for me. Mind you, it was his baseball card money that he used to give Bernard that money in the first place. That was my money that I gave to my son. My son gave it back to me. I want to do this for me. If my mom didn't take my car, sure, we could have put it over here, paid these cards off, paid this over here. But guess what? That didn't happen. Guess what? My car got took. Guess what? I earned this. This is my money. So I 100% agree with him. And I like the fact that he confronted his wife and said, no, like, y'all not going to keep treating me like I'm not the fucking man in this house. Y'all not going to treat me like I don't know how to be an adult. Yeah, I like to have fun. Shit, y'all don't like clowning? But guess what? I know how to be responsible when I want to be. And guess what? If my car wasn't fucking stolen, I would be more responsible with this money. But guess what? I need that car. That's my therapy. I need that car. Regina, you need to go to therapy. You need something else, to be honest. You need a hobby that you can actually stick to. How about that? But if I start saying that, oh, now I'm the bad guy. Oh, now I'm trying to cut below the belt. All y'all want to do is clown on me, dog me out. But as soon as I say something to any one of y'all motherfuckers, now it's a problem. Now, I don't like that. And I like that he confronted that. And I like the fact that even though they were able to talk that out, they were able to quickly, why are we fighting? We love each other. Boom, come back together. My thing is this. They are also cool. Like they've been through a lot together. Y'all, you both have seen the evolution of each other. And I like that. If anybody can call me out, it can only be you. If anybody can call me out, it can only be you. And you know that you can talk to me about this, tell me these hard truths, confront it, and you know what? Let's move past it together. We've been able to get past it together. I love that. I love that the most. So now with this, oh, and then Lucretia. What I like the most about it is in every point of this season, all she's doing is complaining, and Frank thinks that he's fixing it for her, but he's not. I just want a springboard to be able to vent about my family, so that way I have somebody to talk to, because I can't vent to them about them. And even though I'm venting, it doesn't mean that I hate them or I look down on them or whatever, but Frank does. Because Frank sees hears these complaints. He sees the fact that her life is halted here, Mind you, he thinks that it's halted because of these people stopping her from being able to do X, do Y, because they need her support. They need her money. They need her this. Mind you, that is somewhat true, but she loves that shit. She loves that shit. She loves the fact that they need her. She loves the fact that that she's the one that they can call. That she's this one or whatever. She's controlling just like Regina. They from the same household. So that could be a parent thing that their parents kind of instilled in them. But also, she likes the fact that that is her family. She didn't have any kids. She didn't have a husband or anything before him. This is my family. Even though I can't stand their guts, I love them all the same. Even though I can't stand Benny ass, I love him too, because that's my family. I just want to vent to you because you're my husband and I love you and you're supposed to be there to support me. This is how I need your support. But I also don't need you going over there and ruffling feathers and disrespecting my family, because they are my family. You are my family too, but you need to see them as your wife's family. You are joining into our family over here. You are new over here with us. And the fact that when she took Aaliyah to the college tour, and she was trying to get the whole thing about, I'm just their aunt, like I'm more than just the aunt, and it's like no one understands what she's saying. When Aaliyah finally was telling her, like, no, like, you're my good bad mom, like you're like a mom to me because of XYZ, because of 1 2 3, she received that and she was very happy to hear that. The fact that Maya was so hurt about her leaving, that did affect her. Even though they did it in a more comical way, they didn't go into it more. Her and Maya are very close. She's very close to all these kids in different ways. She raised Bernard. Bernard's the only one who doesn't have a strained relationship with her. They are good. He knows how she is. They know how each other is. when they wasn't picking her up from the airport, wasn't excited to see her, wasn't all this kind of stuff, when she came back and Regina wasn't happy to see her, wasn't trying to drop everything to hang out with her. I like that finally Regina was like, I'm trying to get used to the fact that you are gone. I understand why you left. I am happy for you. But it's also hard for me because we are so close. You're always here and now you're not. And it's like, I understand that you need to live your life. And I'm trying to learn how to live without you. Benny was finally prepared to pay her back that money. And she would not take it, not take it, not take it. When they finally sat down about it, I feel like because she's such this like dog character, like, you know, don't nothing faze her, don't know, like you can't hurt her feelings, da 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 da. When Benny finally, you know, when her and Benny talked about it, and she was like, and she finally like just told him everything, like, y'all act like, yeah, y'all don't need me. Like, y'all don't care about me being around. I've been gone for this time. Y'all don't call me. Y'all don't check me. As soon as I come, everybody's talking about why am I back? Why am I back? And then as soon as y'all need me, who the first one y'all call? Me. Y'all always talking shit about me. Always, you know, clowning on me, joking on me, acting like y'all don't want me around. But as soon as y'all need some help, y'all ready to bail me out and don't even say thank you. You just expect it. And the one time that I need something from y'all, y'all ready to just throw me to the wind. Soon as you got the money, you want me to just out of the business, da, 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 da. You don't even see the value that I bring. And if all I am to you is just some money to just give back, fine. You don't even think I'm worth the extra money that it took. It took y'all 17 years to pay me back. And it's like, yeah, I be talking to you specifically, Benny, but you and Regina are together. I know y'all got all these kids. Shit, I take care of most of these kids. I've put so much into not even just this business, but y'all family as a whole. And y'all act like I'm not even a part of it. So if that's all I am to you, and you really don't give a fuck, fine. I'll take my $80,000 back and I'll go to Atlanta. And y'all don't got to worry about me being as integral in y'all life as I have been. And it's like, what I like is the fact that she's showing so much emotion. And mind you, she was standing up for them at every chance she gets with her husband. And it's like they don't be seeing that. And it's like I respect the fact that she still has her husband's back in that aspect where she's not going off on him about that in front of them. However, she does adamantly defend her family to her husband, who is also now her family. And mind you, Frank is not like this new guy. They've been knowing each other, been messing with each other, been dealing with each other for years on years on years since college. He is also her family. Her, like, one of her best friends. He done seen her through all this stuff that she complains about. So it's not like he doesn't know. And they don't see her. They don't see the fact that this is how she shows love to them. They don't see or value or appreciate the fact that it's like she is a very, very integral part of their family. But all of them take each other for granted, especially Lucretia. They take her for granted. It's like, you don't even realize what I be doing for y'all. But you know what? Fine. I'm not going to be a part of the business. How about that? I'll take my money back. Don't call me when you need this admin stuff done, or call this or fix this or something like that. Don't worry about that, because I definitely know business. You don't know the business side of your business. Don't worry about it. And you haven't even tried to learn this whole time. But don't worry about it. If that's all I mean to you and you really don't give a fuck, fine. Give me my money, I'll be out. And I like the fact that it was her and Benny who had that heart to heart, because that's their thing, right? Going back and forth, giving each other jabs, talking shit with each other, da da da. And ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, if that's how their relationship is, that's how their relationship is. But it seems as though that is the reason why they have this tumultuous relationship. But it's because all of this started when Lucretia was maybe, I don't know how much older she is than her. Like Lucretia maybe, let's say, was 2 years older, right? So she's 18, about to go to college. Her sister comes up pregnant. Benny is 17. Regina is 16. Lucretia is 18. She's seen him. I saw when y'all met each other. I knew he was messed up then. You always needed me. I've seen him grow, but also not that much. Not that much. And it's like, yeah, I talk shit about him, so what? By now you should be used to it. And they are used to it. But it's like, you don't realize that I've actually also grown to love you, and you are a part of my family. And even though this is how we are, I wouldn't want it any other way. What I like the most about it is that by the end of the episode, even Frank and Benny, even though, you know, they keep bumping heads this whole season, even they came to resolute. For the most part, everybody in the family is now good. We've said the hard part out loud. We've talked about this stuff. We've fixed these things. I like that. Oh, I forgot to even complete the thing about Calvin. Calvin stole that catalytic converter. Got kicked out of the house. You didn't call your mama. Guess what? You know why you didn't call her? Because she would have whooped your ass. She also would have been mad at Benny, which she was eventually, because he kicked him out. But also, you stole from me, your daddy. You stole from a place you wanted to work. You didn't want to even ask me how to get better at this, but you want to steal from me. You learned real quick how to steal from me, but you didn't want to learn real quick how to help me. You have 2 parents, basically 3 parents, taking care of you, showing you that there are other ways to get certain stuff, but you want to just do this and do this and do this. It's like you're rejecting help at every turn. And I like the fact that by the end, mind you, even and my thing is this, Lucretia is also the one telling Benny to fix this. Regina is telling him, don't kick him out the house. All this kind of stuff. And I like that Benny knows. Every time Benny interacts with Calvin, he just sees himself and sees, I need to get you out of the situation. I need to do better about you. It's like, I didn't have a father. I didn't have a mother who loved me and really, you know, guided me in the way that they should have. But you do. Let me fix this. Let me fix this. Let me fix this. And it's like, every chance he gets to try to go back that way, like when he kicked him out, when he finally came upon him, which, to be honest, it took them too long to check that building. They should have been checked that building, honestly. But honestly, just check his phone. Y'all can check the phone. Anyway, when he finally came to him and was like, you know, I should have did the hard part and talked to you like a father. Facts. Because it's like, but I feel like even if he would have did that, he still would have said something he would have regretted. Like, I would have said a thing that you can't fully take back. Like, I would have said something in that moment that even if we would have gotten cool after this, you would have still remembered that. Like, damn, my daddy said that, you know, I messed up his life, that I was just sad this, that it wasn't worth helping me, you know, any of these things. So I like that by the end they kind of got together. So I am really hoping, especially now that he knows that he wants to learn this stuff and clearly is capable, that he takes him more under his wing to actually learn, or maybe even put him into a trade school, take him to all this kind of stuff, especially because Aaliyah wants to go on these college tours or whatever too. Hopefully they go to more schools, learn some more stuff. I hope Savannah comes back. Not to Calvin though, but just in the show. I like her, but still, like, I like that they were able to mend that relationship, and I like the fact that Benny knows how much he's fucked up with Bernard, being his father, being around him, and have that hatred towards him, the resentment towards him. He doesn't want to repeat that with Calvin, and that is also another example of his growth. You know, overall, all of them were able to confront the person and or the issue that they have with them head on, and they were able to resolve it, move past it, and grow from it. And I think all of them have definitely grown closer as a loving family than they have been even from the first season. I feel like even though there was always love there, there's more there. Like, you know, you can love your family, but I don't always like you all the time. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they definitely love each other more. but they also like each other more. Like, they like each other more. They have each other's back more, especially now that Regina's about to, like I said, run for councilwoman, I think it is, and you know, all this stuff's gonna come out about them. The fact that there was still one more thing that's clearly like a big thing that came out, I want to know, why did she not say what it was? She was surprised, like, oh, I forgot about that, and it's something big. I want to know who it's about. And if you ask me, I feel like it's about Benny's daddy. It's either about Benny's dad or it's about Lucretia. But to me, I feel like in any aspect, it's fucked up for her to not say something. Because it seems like she's going to just wait for it to come out. And then be like, and then when her campaign manager says, oh, but I thought we talked, like, oh, I told you about this, da da da. And then whoever it's about finds out, you knew? You knew you knew about this? You didn't say nothing? Oh, well, when you could easily just say something now and get ahead of it, because just like he said, it's gonna come out. You have so much other bad stuff happening. It's gonna come out. So that I'm interested to see. I'm really not interested in seeing Glodine again, just because if he doesn't sever that tie now, she's just gonna keep coming back to fuck him over and over again, and it will just keep knocking him down back to where he is, taking away that progress, that self progress that he has made with himself. So hopefully that doesn't happen, or if she comes back, hopefully he can jump on her and get something back. Because mind you, when she left with Frank or whoever that guy was, whatever his name was, Clarence, Maurice, Tyrone, whatever his name, he said he got some kids. Hopefully one of his kids meet up with them and they can try to get something, you know, taken back or something like that. Who knows? Hopefully that can get resolved. I'm hoping that Maya has a storyline. I'm hoping that we see Bernard interacting with Sydney more. I would like to see. Alright, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up because I keep having to switch out batteries and memory cards. But basically, I just am expecting it to be about one of those situations, either Lucretia or Benny's father. So hopefully that gets resolved. I am going to, like I said, go into more about each character more so specifically, and kind of with that talk more about the series as a whole. And I am also going to do some questions that I have, as well as more explanations about what I expect in the future. Also some things that I kind of would like to see. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. That will be coming in the future. But if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think about these characters, about my review, the show as a whole, and this season. Because like I said, clearly I have a lot to talk about with this show. Love it, love it, love it. I can talk about it more, and I will. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell an enemy to tell a stranger to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Oh my god, I hear my stomach rumbling. Sorry. Like, comment, subscribe, comments, opinions, da 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 da. I think that is everything. Alright guys, bye.
Look back while I twerk. No comparison. I'm a savage, yeah. Classy, bougie, ratchet, yeah. Sassy, moody, nasty, yeah. Acting stupid, what was happening? What was happening?